the most difficult challenge faced yet, overcoming the brainwashing as well as just being fully consumed and taken over by Junketsu. And Ryuko has come out victorious for the time being, at least. Curious to see where they head from here in regards to her and Satsuki working together. The dynamic of, will Ryuko be so OP up to this point now that she just handles business for the last couple episodes, as well as taking out Nui and then moving her way towards Ragu? Or are they going to split us? I mean, it would make a lot of sense. We get our revenge from Riko's end from being able to go against Nui and the person who went after her father, to the point that we also get Ragu going against Satsuki. Would make plenty of sense for them to go in that sort of direction, and I'm excited to just find out. Hopefully you enjoy. If you like it all, like and subscribe. Now it's my feel free to stick around for the discussion, later comments of this other series. Let's get going with episode 22. Paint the entire being red. Yeah, I mean, you're just flesh at this point. Yeah, that's a good start. Of course. Literally not even real. And now look what I got both. Yeah. Mako's a shipper at heart. Detached from the belt. And a final form. You would believe, at least, right? We're not gonna do it again. Yo! Oh. A little different reaction. All these years. I feel like you said that the last time. I believe it this time, though. It's like a person. Aw. Yeah, where did you generate this from? What a guy. Aww. Aww. Me? One or the other. She has some fun expressions. You're exactly what she's talking about. Stay out of it, buddy. Let me take those from you. For the first time, we got two. Color back. Right through it. Oh, that was terrible. Just reattach him, you're good. No, what the fuck? Look how it keeps going from like, I'm just kidding to again completely surprised by it. Finally, you're showing some real emotion. Calling in the backups. Unbelievable. Won't take us out in the middle of it. Nah, we gotta regroup. We don't do that one anymore. I don't know how you have any left. Jesus. What money do we got? That's so fitting. Look at us saving everyone. From all along. Everyone's got a role to play. Man, your arm is still leaking. Spraying like a hose. They just gotta be reattached. An evil woman. I'm excited to see it. The black's tough. What are you talking about? 敵は桐生院ラ行だ。ここで倒れるようならとてもこの戦い勝ち目はない。お前の拳受け止めてみせよう。口先だけじゃないことを見せてみな。行くぜ。Can't go down before I finish my objective. Let's give her a little tap. We can't let her get hit. What a guy. They're all just gonna jump in the way. There you go, wear her down, wear her down. I get you. It's a little backwards from how yeah, it typically is, but I get you. You're gonna hit 5 of them now. That's sweet. There you go. Let it click. Whoa! we've been after and collecting the same sort of people. You're be fucking kidding me. I get what you're saying, but it's a little different. My newly founded mother. What better scenery to have this conversation? Where the fuck did she pull those out of? Okay. Everyone bonds before the final fight. I mean, we got a new reaction from her we haven't seen. Just been yapping to yourself this whole time. He was getting a little desperate though. That's hell of an idea. I mean, that's what else would be. Welcome to the team. Right, fuck a team, it's a family at this point. Why okay. Fuck it, everyone got a transformation at this point. It's a way to look at it. Creating things like they're normal when they're far from right now. So we're gonna get bombed. He had to get at the important stuff first. Come on. we gotta go to war. You guys hold it down here. How poetic. two sisters killing their mother. You don't gotta say it. You don't have to. You're within me. Suigetsu's such a softie. I love him. Fun. Remember when I said for the last time earlier? It couldn't have been more wrong. Damn, it was that easy. Oh, fuck. So it's not a wanted one, it's a... okay. I wonder if this is like perfect though. Or she just like really rushed to finish this because of her anger. Go ahead, open it. Welcome back. Welcome back, Captain. Often you have a series that builds itself from the beginning to climax at a certain point and give you your end results. We are not at the end. We have 2 episodes to go. We do have 2 real enemies and battles to fight here, but this episode is a mashup of everything that we have basically built exploding and in showing itself for what it's really meant to be. Now there's still things for them to push further past and to express to us, but it doesn't mean that we should dismiss or we should downplay any of the build that has exploded and oozed itself out onto the screen throughout this episode. It is a culmination of all the characters that we have built up to this point, as little as unimportant as we have maybe felt that they were in the moments that they were, especially in the earlier episodes, just having random moments of screen time to come out onto us here, to have the Elite Four each sharing their specific moments to then see the clear mirror almost for what their relation is to Satsuki in regards to Ryuko and Mako, which isn't something that I've necessarily picked up on or made too much note of. But now being told that beyond obvious that we were heading there, I just never pieced it, and it's a beautiful way for them to ultimately go through and display that. To also just come forward, express the Satsuki really not ill intentions for the sake of always believing in and following the path for what she was doing, although her methods may have been a little masked, maybe. Just leading somebody like Ryuko and those kind of around us within the school to believe in something that really wasn't the case, trying to lead us onto the wrong path and misdirect us, I guess is what I'm looking for here. To then, when you explain it, it makes perfect sense. And it's something that we've definitely seen built up, and it's not holy shit type of moment, right? Because it's very clear, and you can see the moments where she expresses something or she's doing something where your mind would ultimately be like, I wonder why she said that, or I wonder why she did this, or why in regards to her relationship and what she's doing to build and train Ryuko up to this point. So pretty cool though for her to come out and be so vulnerable and express that to us, and finding comparison to draw within herself to her own mother, which just isn't wrong, but it's not fully right either, right? Having other intentions and doing things slightly different there, but not entirely wrong for your utilization of others for your greater goals and bigger picture, while misdirecting them and masking completely with what it is that you fully intend to do. You got to kind of draw some comparison at that point too, to then have all of our characters connect, combine, have a beautiful meeting in of eating together, right? We all just sat down, enjoyed the night before we went into things and discussed everything. Got to see characters interact who didn't really have much before. Those who you don't think would play too much of a purpose playing a purpose. And especially exploding outwards to have the return of Mako in her Fight Club uniform, to be able to have the usefulness and leadership that we're going to get out of Mikasugi and Nudist Beach, and to just fully recognize each other as common allies, almost fighting towards the same sort of thing. It's really awesome. And I really like the way that we connected everything throughout this. Like I said, multiple callbacks towards things, multiple parallels that come out of it as well, and the mirrors of all the buildups from the different transformations and the things to ultimately come to the sisters transforming visually on screen next to each other, being just flipped images almost of each other, and creating one at that point. It's really awesome to then have them take on their brand new forms and fly through the sky, as we now have to move towards Ragyu and trying to put a stop to everything. So pretty sick stuff overall. And that's not even touching on Nui just exploding and getting her arms ripped apart and probably rushing through and creating an imperfect almost sort of figure. I kind of hope we don't go that route. My mind immediately goes there, just for like, you get to see her anger and not being as delicate as I argue she probably should be, getting this thing up and running. But I kind of hope we don't go there, considering we kind of already did something like that with Sanagayama earlier into the series. And it would just fall in line almost with the repetition of rehashing things that we already kind of have done before, like ideas at least. So I just pray almost that that's not the case, and it's truly like a battle on her fullest form, and it's not just some like dumb shit. But I kind of am also buying into the idea that we are building everybody to be as strong as they are right now, maxed out completely, that maybe there won't be as much tension as I'm really assuming there to be, and it's really just going to be a complete spectacle of the two sisters really going at it together. I don't know. I think actually that would be way more fun and fitting than to build up a fake, tense, emotionally high stake scenario, right? In a show that has struggled with its tone, and being able to nail that throughout, at least on my own personal feelings towards it. To resort back to that, especially after the build up and everything that we've had, I don't know exactly the way that I would feel towards that actually occurring. So I do think that thus just continuing as, all right, we built up some badass chicks right now. Let's just let it happen. Let's let them do their thing and just have some fun with it. Visually go insane. Really just make everybody go all out, and you don't have to write other people like Ragyu or Nui or anything as just useless either, right? Like when you're doing that, you can keep it just really high entertainment while going all the way to the max between the two of them, and visually putting them as almost like equals to each other until somebody just has to get the upper hand because their battle intelligence is slightly higher to the other person, or because they have an ability or something hidden a little bit that they're able to pull out and do, right? We can write this, make it fun. We don't have to go too much in the other direction, but we'll end up seeing. And instantly, our Red Ryuko just looks back towards the completely healed Nui, which, I mean, that's not really to anybody's sort of surprise. We get the transformation back to Sengetsu. It's fitting. It makes sense. I don't love it. I did say I almost preferred that we didn't go that route, but it's not the worst thing to actually occur. And we're able to fight a little bit with Nui. We get to see some real new expressions on multiple fronts from different characters here, especially with Nui. But Ryuko got a little bit later. She tries to be cute. You know, she got the blushing and everything from the things she's saying, trying to call Satsuki a sister, and a few of the other moments, how much it actually like impacted and affected her with the speech that she was given too. But really fun stuff just from we can't facially with Nui, which I think is good. I love being able to take all of these and actually have like more use for them. I keep talking about it. It felt so stupid for what we did with it, and then that would just keep building it and making them more and more important, which is really cool. And then everybody's got a role to play and a different thing for them to do. Nui's pissed, of course. And this is a perfect place for this conversation with this backdrop and everything, drawing the connection of those just ridiculous, just incomprehensible people that you form yourself around, and why the world is just a better place with those in existence, you know? And drawing that connection that they're essentially her Mako. And immediately just hits her hard. A bow and everything coming from her too. It's a ton to take on. Fun stuff getting a moment between everyone here. Infusing the different parts of each other, the blood and everything to create the uniforms, and then now being able to manufacture to utilize that we get like the transformation with Mako and stuff too is so funny. It's like it was right in front of us the whole time. Explanation in case things weren't clear enough about, I think, likely what the whole plan here really was, to the point that this is how we're going to cause the reawakening to actually go on. They have the massive transmitter here. So we have to get there and we have to fuck shit up. I'd place my money on it connects in some way, but we're able to put a stop to it afterwards. Typically how those things end up going, but we will end up seeing, and everybody's got roles and things to do. So as sisters, we get a pretty sick transformation together. Really fun final forms. Final, hopefully. I really like, it's fun as it is to get these forms. They're not really feeling earned at this point. We're just kind of stacking them on top of each other. So please don't do it again. I love them flying through the sky as we're just getting blown up here until we get to see Nui. And what should be her a final form here too. And we look back. I like how we're not gone. So they're still in the picture to come back and fight her if they want. Or they can just go after and focus on what we're doing, because Mako just appears here to like almost be that person who cuts in the middle of it and is like, oh, I got it from here. I kind of hope it's that one. And it does show I was wrong with my guess. I assumed that we were going to get the Ryoko Nui sort of battle, but I mean, it makes sense for the sisters to be the ones who go against it. I still would make my argument that we're going to get like a slash at the same time. We talked about with her, all the threads needing to be cut for her to be killed. So they're going directly in and having the two ends of a scissor, the thing that's designed literally to cut, right? And coming, slashing out an X from two different angles, basically. If we have each of them take an end, they're split before, but now being together almost as sisters and now connecting back together and doing that, would make enough sense to me, and that's what I said 15 episodes ago, and I'm still sticking with it. But I think that's the way that we're going to end things. I'm assuming the next episode or two is just we're going all out. There's probably going to be a little bit of like we have to explain something, especially when we add Ragu back into the picture a little bit, because there's probably some more that we need to get from her. But outside of that, we should just be going all out. So I'm excited to see what they plan to do to wrap things up going on here. Hopefully you enjoyed though. If you liked it all, hit the like and subscribe. They do mean a lot to me. Feel free to check out that video in the channel and make comments with this sort of series. I'll be back for episode 23 very soon. It was a great one though.